I am pleased to be joined by Perry Maturin-Baird, who is the founder of Black Brook Theatre. Now we're going to talk about the theatre, the plans for its future, and what people can come and see this summer. Hello, Perry.
Hello.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes, and you.
Yeah, we met as part of Chameleon's Web.
We did for Alice in Wonderland.
We did. Okay, let's talk about you first, though, Perry. Tell us how and when you first got involved with theatre.
So I've been involved in theatre in and around Colchester for the last 15 years. I kind of started out at the Mercury Young Company, did a number of shows with the Mercury on the main stage and stuff, and then more recently I've been involved with quite a few productions at the Headgate and the Manifest Theatre in Manningtree.
But moving on then to Black Brook Theatre, which is a big development for you. Tell our listeners where it is, how it came into being.
So we're located in Langham, which is a little village about just 10 minutes outside of Colchester. And the whole idea started when I was part of Chameleon's Web doing their open air theatre tours. We were looking for a place to rehearse whichever show it was. I think it's Fantastic Mr. Fox. So I offered the use of a space on the farm, on our family farm, for us to rehearse on a nice day. And after that rehearsal, I just thought it was really, really good fun. And why did I do it? I could do this properly. And so I spent the sort of next 2.5-3 years researching it and saving up money and looking up everything I need to do to set up an open air theatre. And then launched it last year with just 4 shows, and just kind of dipping our toes in the water.
Yeah. How did the 4 shows go?
Really well. Better than I thought they would. I mean, they weren't sellouts, but the audience, we had over half capacity for each one, which was, I mean, for a first year, I was over the moon about.
Can I just delve into what actually you had to do to turn what I assume is just a space when it starts into a theatre? So
I had to clear a large area in the woods, but spent a long time sort of clearing old trees and bits and stuff and kind of cutting paths through the woods. And then I built a temporary stage out of just stuff I found around the farm, so pallets and anything I could get my hand on. So yeah, I built that, and then I built a sort of makeshift bar, shelter, and a sort of tech box to control all the lighting and the sound and everything inside as well, just so it's waterproof.
Did it have electricity to the area already, or you were generating?
There's an old pump house down there that has power, and I had a new line directed from there to where I've got the stage.
Fantastic. I think that's amazing. It might be one good reason why listeners ought to come out and see a production here. So what are the plans for the future? You've got this summer season coming up, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but what are the plans for the future for Black Brook?
So I've got quite a long list of plans. So in the sort of immediate future, kind of talking next year, I'd like to kind of start getting planning permission sorted to build sort of a permanent auditorium with seating and everything, and a permanent stage, proper facilities, all that sort of stuff. And then working forward from there, doing an indoor stage so we can do shows year round, with plans to convert maybe one of the barns, or I get sort of a teepee or a heated tent, that sort of thing, and do it that way. But we're kind of quietly working on those plans as the summer goes along.
Now, I believe the theatre is run solely by volunteers. Can you tell our listeners how many there are, the work they undertake?
So at the moment the team's very, very small. So it's myself and my producer and co-director Tom Milson, and he works at the Mercury Theatre as well. But I mean, we do all the car parking, bar, stewarding, marketing, everything, with a few kind of family members helping out here and there. But we're also working on an idea for a volunteer programme, where people can sign up and volunteer on shows. In return, we give them sort of discounts on the bar, discount on tickets, etc. Give them incentives, and we're trying to, hopefully we can get that up and running this summer. But if not, definitely it'll be up and running next summer.
It's a model that's worked successfully at the Headgate Theatre. So
it's a similar sort of process.
If our listeners, say, wanted to get involved then with what you've just described, how can they find out about that and then actually commit themselves?
So they can let us know their interests through either through the contact page on our website, which is www.blackbrooktheatre.co.uk, or directly by emailing us at admin@blackbrooktheatre.co.uk.
Well done, okay. Now, looking forward to the coming seasons, what will our listeners be able to come and see this summer at Black Brook Theatre?
So we've got a lot more shows booked in this summer. So starting with a few kind of family-friendly shows, we've got Big Bad Wolf on 12th of July and Jungle Book by Chameleon's Web, which should be really, really good, knowing all the people that are in it. That's on the 26th. We've got 39 Steps, which is a sort of farcical comedy running from the 23rd to the 25th. We've got a couple of days of those ones. We've got a few Shakespeare's coming up as well. So Comedy of Errors is running from the 30th of July to the 1st of August. There's a few more later on in the season, Midsummer Night's Dream on the 12th and Twelfth Night on the 22nd of August. We've got Kitty, which is a historical play about the life of a local woman from Beaumont and Comoes, written by a local historian, very one for fans of sort of local history and period romance and all that sort of stuff. That runs from the 7th to the 9th of August. We've also got a show presented by Stagecraft, who are a Colchester-based theatre company, and they're performing Our Country's Good on the 14th. And then finally we end the season with the comedy, which is The Almost Complete History of Britain on the 28th.
Now, it's quite a full programme you've got there, and tickets, our listeners will be able to get them from the website?
Yes, they're all available through the website, and people can follow us on Instagram, which is at black_brook_theatre, or through the website on the What's On page.
That's fantastic, Perry. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to Combe Radio.
Pleasure.
Wish you every success at Black Brook Theatre.
Thank you very much.